Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm Simon Furman, and you're listening to Good Morning Cybertron.
Perfect. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Cybertron!
No, Xavier. Yeah, that's ridiculous. They don't let you fucking alien once you get to 33rd degree masonry. They don't allow you to do that until you're in the Illuminati. Once you hit 33rd degree masonry, the best they're going to let you do is finger bang a chupacabra. Oh shit, we're on. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am your host, Scott. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I just love each and every one of you. God, man. I realized today, I started to be really thankful for the stuff in my life because I realized today, ever since I got married, about once a year, I have a near-death experience. But I'm just happy I got this one out at the beginning of the year. My God. With us today, all the way from sunny California, it's Xavier. How you doing, buddy?
Man, I paid $30,000 to be a 33rd degree masonry, and I find out I don't get any of the benefits. Scott just blew the lid off this case for me.
That's because,
God damn it.
First off, you didn't join the Freemasons. You just got $30,000 worth of flooring supplies. So, secondly,
Houston will at least look better.
I don't think they're going to let Latinos into the Freemasons. How about that, Xavier?
You ended up joining the local bricklayers union.
Yeah. See, that's ridiculous.
The word layers right there.
Yeah. That's funny because my wife's grandfather, I think he was like a 23rd or 24th degree Mason. So, I guess in the Bahamas they have different rules than they do in America. All the way from one side of Canada, it's Thomas. How you doing, buddy?
Not the worst. It isn't very cold right now.
Yeah, it's we hit like 46 here today. It's practically sweltering in Pennsylvania. Oh man! And from the other side of Canada, it's Tef. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, pretty good, you?
A lot of scar tissue in my left leg. I got a bad rash from the Bactrim they had me on, the antibiotic. I poop water and solid matter, but way too solid because I've killed off all my intestinal flora with antibiotics. And I just want to say, you fucking asked. So, I mean, yeah.
I've been there, yeah.
And from the deep south, like the clan south, it's the scary south, it's Kyle.
Is it the scary South? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it feels like it is. It's like, is that you? I think that's him. You might have to mute whenever you're not talking. All I hear, it's like every time I talk, it's like Charlie Brown in the background, like Charlie Brown adults. Oh man,
I knew this.
It's like Alabama. I consider that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I consider like Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, I consider that the scary South. Parts of Georgia.
Heck, I'm from Canada, so to the south is just U.S. So,
Yeah. So the scary part of the South is what you're saying.
The
Pennsylvania.
The scary thing is, if you go to Texarkana and you lift up any covering, like a duvet on a bed,
mm-hmm.
You'll find a Klansman under there scared of the light. And they just go and slink back into the shadows.
Fucking Texarkana, even the serial killers wear hoods. I've seen The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Both of them. That shit really happened.
Crab walking.
Who the fuck murders somebody with a trombone? That's ridiculous. Good God.
Wow. Takes some ingenuity.
It does.
I mean,
pure fucking hate.
if you can do that, why aren't you working for the CIA?
Well, we don't know. There's a rumor. There's a
I hate
rumor.
the CIA.
There is a rumor going around that one of the uncaught serial killers right now in Washington D.C. I want to say it's the Long Belt Killer or something. I can't remember what it was, but apparently one of the serial killers down there that they've never caught. The rumor going around now, it was this CIA agent that the agency just went, he's too valuable to us to get caught. Let him have his fun on the weekends. Yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
Nope.
He solves the crimes for us, and he goes, "Yeah, that was me," and closes the case, and is like, "You know what? He cleans up after himself. We appreciate that."
Sociopathy is just a job requirement to the CIA. What? You're autistic and you like to kill children? Good news. We got a job for you, baby. How do you feel about number stations? So we're demonetized.
How do you feel about counting all the marshmallows and cereals?
Good God. Oh, my heavens. And I like to say, I like to throw it all out there, man. Good Morning Cybertron is proud, absolutely proud, to not be sponsored by, but just be friends with Toy.Run. Oh, beautiful, beautiful stuff. You want an Optimus and Friends combiner? Well, you can't get it over there, but by God, they have pictures of it. There's Optimus, and he seems to be friends with a few Decepticons in there, too. That looks like a barricade in there. I don't know. But Toy.Run is just this wonderful little place. It's like Twitter for toys. And you get to see all this new stuff. You want a Spider-Man Avengers Transformer? There you go.
Wait, did that artwork of that combiner, that looked like Optimus Prime wearing Bumblebee as a shoe?
Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. Did you ever want Thanos to turn into a sports car? Good news. Good.
The only acceptable alt mode for Thanos is a helicopter.
The Thanos copter was right there.
I know. The Infinity Catalytic Converter.
Well, a bomb-dropping helicopter.
Yeah. Let's see. Rhinox. And I found out about a lot of neat little KOs. Ugly Wretch posts his videos up there. I am currently working on a new review that maybe someday I'll get out. I don't know. I have to find sherbet, powdered sherbet, to do this next review. So it's tough to find in Johnstown.
You intrigue me, sir.
Yeah. I guess you'll just have to wait and find out, now won't you, Xavier? I'll tell you something you won't have to wait and find out for. Are we gonna get Death Cobra? Yeah.
Are we?
We're getting Death Cobra. We are currently over 13,000 backers. As a matter of fact, we are currently at, let's see here, 13,633. And Japan has not even checked in yet. This is exciting. This is exciting.
What's the...
I thought they opened up the pre-orders for Japan last week.
Yeah, the pre-orders are open for Japan, but they haven't added in. To my knowledge, they haven't added in the Japanese pre-orders yet, because they usually add those in increments, which is why you see massive leaps of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Whenever Unicron was out there, everybody went, "What do you mean it jumped up 5,000?" Yeah, well, that's because they were getting
got your paycheck.
Orders. Yeah, foreign orders, man.
What's the countdown at now? 33 days?
28 days. Well, hold on here. Let's see here. 26 days.
Okay.
Damn, that's such a long time and also such a short time.
Yeah.
For $400.
I guarantee.
We're pretty close to the nunchuck staff, right?
We are. We're getting there. We're, I think, 2,500 away. What's
nice.
Nunchucks.
That feels like we'll hit that by the time this show's done recording.
Where do we get? If we steal enough credit cards. 16,000. So we need 16,000. So, yeah. More than
These
2.5.
better be the nicest fucking nunchucks to tell me we need 16,000 worth of $400 backers each to make these goddamn plastic nunchucks.
So it's like, what are we looking at here? 2,500. 2,500 we'll get to 16,000. And then we get the display stand that I personally won't use. I'm not going to say
nobody cares about that one.
That really should have been the first. I'm glad it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I said, it seems like the tiers were backwards. But I'll fucking take it. But goddamn, Death Cobra. This is his first toy. Well, his first official toy.
It is.
Official, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, weren't there like a TFCon exclusive repaint of the bomber, like I don't remember, Generation Classic?
Serpentor.
Serpentor? Okay. Yeah. Cobra.
Yeah.
This
Man.
is so cool, though, because you're not skimming on the Breastmaster for Death Cobra. They're like, he's actually with Death Cobra. You don't have to unlock a separate tier to get the Death Cobra Breastmaster, and I'm very thankful for that, because that could have gone so fucking horribly wrong. Where they're like, by the way, another 5,000 for the Breastmaster.
Yeah. Yeah. God, good God. I think the type of helicopter that is, it's called a Sikorsky. I fucking love the Sikorsky design, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you would have done it.
Man. What's his weapon mode? Is it like a little battle axe or a gun or?
Shoulder-mounted cannon?
Well, no, I'm talking about the Cobra's
It
weapon
just
mode.
also fucking looks like I would kill, and I
Kind of looks like an
I don't
axe.
know if it fits.
Go ahead, Xavier. What's up?
The Cobra's weapon mode is like some sort of vacuum.
That sucks.
Okay, I know
Cobra
this is a long shot. I know this is a long shot, but with some proper remodeling, we need to see if this could be a fucking Airwolf custom. I would love to see Airwolf come back as Death Cobra.
I mean, I don't think Airwolf was a Sikorsky. The only Sikorsky I can remember being in like this type of Sikorsky, I think there was a TV show called Riptide, and I want to say like the helicopter they used in Riptide was a Sikorsky, and the helicopter at the end of Rambo 3 was a Sikorsky. Riptide TV show.
Doesn't that also sound like the name of like a beat cop that gets yelled at by his boss all the time?
Riptide?
No, Sikorsky.
Oh yeah, damn it, Sikorsky. I guess that wasn't a Sikorsky. That's a little bit different. Man, that's an ugly. Oh
That's
no,
the
it is.
Blue Gobot chopper.
It is. It's a Sikorsky S58T. It's just not the same type as Death Cobra. So let's see here. Sikorsky. Rambo 3.
Oh.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's your Death Cobra right there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
That's your Death Cobra. The
Is that a hind?
Yeah, MI-24 Hind. It has like that double cockpit.
And it's got some big missile racks on the side.
Yeah.
There's also a GoBot called Jeepers Creepers, I think, that is the same helicopter.
No, Jeepers Creepers is the Jeep. I have Jeepers
Wait,
Creepers.
no, Night Creepers, something like that. I don't remember.
Sikorsky GoBot. I'm the first person to fucking Google that in 18 years. There it is. Oh shit, I might have
not
this.
the blue one. It's an army one.
Yeah, there are a handful of them, yeah.
There's one called Wrong Way. I like that. They actually fucking put the toy on the wrong way. Ah, shit, man. That's some meta bullshit right there. Yeah, where's our GoBots Wrong Way?
Night Fright. It's called Night Fright.
Night Fright.
Yes, I used to have that toy. It was one of my favorite when I was a kid.
Night. Whoop.
Night Fright.
I fucking had a seizure right here on the goddamn. Let's see. Night Fright GoBot. By God, that's a fucking Sikorsky.
Yeah.
We'll never get this as a repaint from Death Cobra. I'm calling it now.
Somebody will custom it.
That's a goddamn expensive custom. No two ways about it. No two ways about it. Let's see. I need to fucking mute my Facebook here. Let's see here.
But it is a dream.
Mute Facebook. Okay. Tier 1 on. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful stuff. God, the only thing I can say is I hope that I get this in the mail before I die.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting up there.
Oh.
My God.
I want this so bad. I just want Death Cobra Army so bad, just because now it's like you can literally get this dude and you could just make your money back selling this dude alone, because Death Cobra, this is the only official one.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Dwayne,
In-game capitalism.
over in the
Buy
chat,
shit just to sell it.
over in the chat, Dwayne Marsh says, "Morning all. Crossbones Koopa, did you hear they're doing Spider-Man 98? I did not." Dwayne Marsh says, "I'm paying for my HasLab next week." Dwayne Marsh, Crossbones Koopa says, "I'm eating Meat Lovers Pizza and talking to you guys. Join me." I'm not a Meat Lovers. I'm sorry. And Holson85 says, "Hi guys, fun fact, my dad briefly owned a Hind helicopter." Of course he fucking did, Holson. Of course he fucking used to.
What?
He used to bang elks in the back. He didn't. No, no. They came to him. This was
he
not
invented
like
Kung Fu.
my dad's Jewish, but he's not, and he invented judo. That's where the Jew part comes from. And my dad was president of Switzerland for a brief moment whenever he bested our king in the best of 3 wrestling match.
You have an ancestor that was the man that was spontaneously generated in the only war that Liechtenstein was ever in.
Okay, Holson, I gotta fucking ask, how the fuck did your dad own a hind? Okay, that's. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that is a good question.
It's a damn good question. If you ask me, it's like.
I hope he stole it.
Yeah, I do.
That'll make a great story.
And Beluga says, "I made it here. I just have nothing to say to you people." Oh, you people, huh?
That's what we are.
White people.
Fuck you mean, you people?
I thought he meant Transformers.
Transformers fans, I think he means you people. Like that insurance agent that came to my house. "Oh, my brother has this problem. You're one of them."
Yeah, that guy.
Ultra Megatronus, your Predaking sword is printing. I am working on the designs for the Jin Bao shoulder cannons. It is. I want you to understand. This is a long process. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen here for a second. Stop sharing the screen. I want you to take a look at this. This is something I'm printing on one of my other printers. This is Battle Bones. This part was about 14 hours. This part was about 14 hours. This part was about 26 hours. So it is a time-consuming process. And speaking of Ultra Megatronus has Danny Dolphin on his show. She's got a live stream coming up soon about getting older as a collector. And I feel like not only do I want to watch it, I feel like I have to watch it. Because it's just like, what am I going to do?
Not only do we watch it, we live it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you bend down to get toys off the shelf, do your knees pop? Mine do.
So do mine, but I'm 25.
You're posing your figure. Do you shake like that?
Yeah, when you're reaching down at the lower part of your shelf, when you have to take a knee there, do you have to take a 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds to get back up?
I have to do the thing where if I'm on my knee, I have to just fall forward so I'm in a crawling position and then gradually scoot back on my hands to work myself up into standing. There's just my left knee.
my God.
My left knee. The doctor looked at me and went, "You know you have no cartilage." Yeah, I know. Listen to it.
Yep.
Like I'll just be laying there, and my knee will, it's just,
Now, what I'd like to know is why would you ask that of the person that doesn't have cartilage? Surely they're the one that knows about that the most.
My doctor's like this elfin Swedish woman who I think is just experimenting on me and just fucking with me. She talks like this. And her name's Dr. Ruth. I'm not going to give her last name, but it's hilarious. Her name's Dr. Ruth. And she said, "Scott, you need to lose weight because, you're at a high risk for a heart attack. We actually have a program in the computer that shows you like what your risk of heart attack is based on all the tests. Do you want to know what your risk of heart attack is?" Yeah, actually I do. She goes, "Okay, let me check." And she like types in, "Well, it says that it's low, but still, you should." You bitch.
I was expecting like something like, well, you're like 99%.
Fucking having one now, dude. No. And it's a thing where like she tries to find stuff. I think it's become her raison d'etre to find something wrong with me. Because like she's the one that had me like poking my turd with a toothpick. And you probably have ass cancer, and it's just no. So here's the thing. I went to the emergency room here about month ago because my wife thought I was having a stroke. I wasn't making any sense. Turned out my body was fighting the flu and a bad case of cellulitis in my leg. All right? So I was just completely out of it. I was dehydrated. I was fucked. I was fighting with I don't want to go to the hospital. I'm damn near dead. And my wife goes, "Get the fuck up. You're going." And I get to the hospital and they go, "Well, your leg's really swollen. You might have a blood clot. And we're going to do a scan to see if there's a blood clot," right? So the last time I went to my doctor, she goes, "We're going to scan you to see if you have a blood clot in your leg." I said, "But they scanned me. They didn't find a blood clot." She goes, "Well, no, we're going to scan it. I don't see where that's here." Like she changes the sentence. "I don't see that. Now you're losing some bone density in your left leg too." I go, "Well, how do you know that if they didn't do the scan?" Anyway, I think you need to have
everybody.
Yeah. And I think you need to have the scans, and you should have more dairy while you're trying to, because nothing beats losing weight while eating just tons of cheese and milk. It's
Well, cheese is good, so that's that.
right. So it's
She would know. She's some sort of elf, right? Elf doctor from another dimension.
Yeah, I think she's just trying to get the food, so I'm trapped in her little pocket universe. But anyway, so like, I guess I'm gonna get this fucking scan, and I'm talking to my wife, and what the fuck do I need this scan for if they didn't? And they call me and go, "Okay, we have a scan of your legs and your arms for a blood clot." I go, "My arms? Why my arms? There's nothing wrong with my arms." And I'm fucking canceling all this shit. I did. I'm going to get bitched at whenever. "Why did you cancel all these things? You're going to die now." No, don't threaten me, lady.
She's using voodoo on you.
I think she is, man.
You don't wear anything iron related, lady. I'm pretty sure I'm 99% right you're an elf.
Yeah, she's like 3'2" and about 1.5 pounds. No, I'm exaggerating. She doesn't weigh 1.5 pounds, Kyle.
Scott, it's like looking into the future, and I'd rather be dead.
Oh my God! I just like she just gets on the table and says, "Yakety-tee, starts doing her little elf dance. Let's see. Ultra Megatronus says we're sponsored by AARP. Actually, Tef and I are going to wrestle here a little bit. AARP SmackDown. And he says, "And I need to get a Vegeta Scouter." Dwayne Marsh says, "Before I forget, I got kicked off of Facebook, and I'm not sure if I ever want to get back on it." I don't blame you. Holson,
What did you do wrong?
Jesus Christ, listen to Holson's story. This is why his dad owned a Hind helicopter. Death Cobra, he owned Death Cobra. He used to do business behind the Iron Curtain. He also bought a couple of old T-34 tanks. He was the middleman for American collectors. Hi.
What the fuck?
The hell,
Respect.
man? Crossbones Kippa said, I will become the figures when I die. And, I mean, that happened to Scott in his prime, so I don't see why.
Now, the question is, can you get more stuff now?
Yeah. I
So now
wouldn't
I
mind a
wanna
little.
know-
I wouldn't mind a couple
Honestly, it's
Chernobyl
easier.
chunks for my wife.
So what? Now I really want to know if Holson's dad knows how to change the tires on the rims of old Soviet
Oh
equipment.
my God. Dwayne Marsh says, when I bend down on my knees, I have to go down with my right knee, the switch to my left knee to get back up again. Ultra Megatrona says, don't feel bad, Blunghole. I thought I had motto once, just turned out I was really bored. And he says, now back to Belucius. What do you mean, you people? He goes, I'm sticking Alf on you. Dwayne Marsh says, I made a comment about respect is earned and not given. I think I offended someone. Of course you did. We are fucking pussies anymore in this world.
This episode of GMC is just exactly what I thought it would be. Just 110% autism.
Yeah. I mean, that's why Tef showed up in the first place. Just like GMC, talking about how Holson's dad used to seduce elk in the back of a Russian helicopter. Let's go. Back to sharing the screen.
What kind of woman would refuse that from behind a helicopter, you know?
Wow,
Or
man.
get into Punch Out with wolves.
Yeah. Wolf Job. We haven't talked about Wolf Job in a little while.
Yeah, we're not even on show note number 2 yet.
Yeah, Transformers MDLX Optimus Prime Sleep Mode. Yet another toy celebrating this poor robot's death.
Sleep mode. Fucking sleep mode? He's fucking dead.
Yeah, but JoJo walks real good in sleep mode.
You know nobody ever dies for real.
Transformers Optimus Prime, parenthesis,
Tell
fucking
that to
dead!
Ironhide.
Movie Ironhide. The movie doesn't count. They're like Michael Bay stuff.
Yeah.
One Ironhide got shot in his fucking head by Megatron. He's gone. He didn't get a funeral. He's dead on the fucking floor with Brawn, Prowl, and Ratchet. You tell me Prowl is still alive.
He was an
Tell
owl.
my heart he is.
Look from the inside out.
Yeah.
Wasn't Prowl, like, I think the Prowl? Wasn't he resurrected in one of the Magnaboss guys?
You see?
Yes.
They don't die for real.
It was Silverbolt, Ironhide, who was the elephant who was supposed to be the Ironhide, and fucking Prowl was the lion who was the Prowl.
Yeah.
Not that
Yes,
fucking stupid owl with one giant like mechanical eye that made it feel like it had an ice cream headache all the time.
Yeah, you're talking about the you're talking about the Magnaboss team. So
Yeah.
the guy who in Japan is called Lyo Jr.
Yeah, that was Prowl, and it was supposed to be the Prowl. I'll take my $100 now, Kyle. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Fork over your HasLab money.
Yeah.
First off, I watched that fucker cook alive from the inside out. Don't tell me he survived. There's some fucking Japanese moon bullshit. Secondly, Owl Prowl is better.
That was my first experience with like what I perceived as kind of extreme violence when I was a kid. It's like you're watching this robot character that you've come to like as a kid, and the inside of his head is catching on fire, and you can see it through his eyes.
It's like that time I shot that deer with a flare gun.
His brain is burning, and it's like the smoke is coming out of his mouth, and like holy crap!
My God, I'm gonna say this. Like Kyle's saying they're dead. I didn't see nobody turn gray.
Yeah,
True. The benchmark is 3 Deluxe Zero Optimus here.
They're like iguanas. They turn gray whenever they die.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I read a book about like this was whenever I was in high school. I read a book about a woman who grew up in the Bahamas. Like I think it was Andros Island, like the big island, right? and she was like she was white, and it was all about a white person in a predominantly black society. And she said she felt very alone, and nobody really included her and stuff. So she would sit and watch the iguanas, and she thought the iguanas were beautiful. And her dad was a big hunter, so she thought that, oh, I think I'd love to have a purse made out of this beautiful iguana skin. And she killed one, and it faded almost immediately to gray. And it kind of said, you know, some things cannot be enjoyed whenever you try to change them or destroy them. They can only be enjoyed, you know, as their life, and it's fleeting. It's here and then it's gone. And
so she killed the chameleon for nothing?
It wasn't a chameleon; it was an iguana. Yeah, iguana? Essentially, she wasted this poor iguana's life. Damn. Yeah, she killed it, and the beautiful green iridescence immediately faded to gray.
Just get pleather, you stupid.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I don't think they had pleather in the 40s, Xavier. Maybe I'm wrong.
Just invent pleather, you stupid bitch.
I mean, I saw some porn. They were doing some stuff I didn't realize they did in the 40s the other day either.
What channel do you hang out with?
Pleather?
Belush just said, she sounds like a cunt. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Over here, Belushi says, at Ultra Megatronus, yes, you people, as in not me. I don't get the problem. Got some sand trapped somewhere in the wrong place. Dwayne Marsh says it was the third strike. First was reposting someone else's offense. Don't even know what it was. Then I quoted Animatrix, kill them all line, and respect is the third. Shit. I can't even respond on Facebook Messenger. That sucks, dude. Holson85 says, Prowl's last word, that's a spicy meatball. Crossbones Koopa says, sounds like you got a timeout. Your account is there. I sent a message. Dwayne Marsh says, yeah, Crossbones, I seen the message, but to go in it shows my respect message, and the network is sketchy. I don't blame you. Get off Facebook, man. We need to have, like, I am constantly, Dwayne, I am constantly afraid that I am going to say the wrong thing during one of these live streams. And for the life of me, after all the stuff I've said, I can't tell you what the wrong thing may be. Because I feel like I've not just crossed a line. I've stepped over it, danced on it, pissed, and took a dump. And it's just...
I mean, God,
yeah.
you have to have an audience for someone to actually be offended.
That's true. That's true.
How much of a struggle would it be to record this stuff on, like, Discord?
I was actually kind of thinking about bringing this up on Twitch, like doing like trying to do like a multiple thing where you stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and I'm looking into that. I'm looking at Go ahead, Xavier.
Sorry, we actually did do Discord for a while because we were around the time of the last Transformers movie. Rise of the Beasts, we were having really bad connection issues after some update with Facebook. Holson got knocked off completely, and Holson was still with GMC at the time as a regular, so we were like, well, we got to figure out a way to get Holson on board. We switched over to Discord. We actually used Discord for all of an hour, but we couldn't get any of the technology, any of the programs to sync.
I'll tell you what, so far, and this is going to sound stupid and weird, so far Facebook Messenger has been the only thing that hasn't given me absolute shit fists.
Yeah, it's mostly due to the fact it is absolute Stone Age.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't update at all. It is stuck still in the early 2000s model that they built it on, which is Skype. Yeah. So it is Facebook, but it's Skype. So we are blessed that this little loophole has allowed us to keep using GMC for meetups. That's literally it. We have tried branching out.
Yeah,
it's true. We did do different things. We were like, well, we got to get everyone involved. We got to figure out a workaround. And over the years, we've done different things without Facebook, but at some point, it just ends up hampering somebody else. It's like, okay, this person can't get on at all. I was a big problem because when something updated, on my laptop, I'm still running on Windows 10. Windows 10 said, all your settings weren't saved. Good luck trying to figure out what they were, fucker. And I couldn't get on for 2 hours because I couldn't understand why my Turtle Beach headset wasn't connecting. And it said, you have to allow permissions. Okay, where the fuck are permissions on Windows 10 for Turtle Beach headset? They're not where you think they are. They're not even in audio. You know where they're listed?
In the mouse.
In the drivers.
Oh, gee. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
That's about
when
right.
Civilization collapsed, Messenger will still work because it's all analog. So.
Yeah. Really what this is just we yell into a tin can, and then some Chinese guy just repeats back what we say. He's really good. Does anybody have anything to say about Dead Optimus here?
Oh, my God. Okay.
I got said everything I needed to.
Cool
It
rifle.
looks very pretty. It's super short. I don't understand when you die and turn gray. Why do your weapons have to match your tone?
Well, they're like fingernails, I guess. They grow them themselves.
But the Matrix is colored.
The Matrix is black. Jesus Christ, man. Be a little bit. Matrix is colored. My God. My God.
Sorry.
The Matrix speaks the pigmentation of your panels on Transformers.
Yeah, there it is.
Colored matrices.
My God.
Of all the ones to get offended at, it's colored. Really?
I know. I saw the opportunity and I went to fucking yank his chain, Kyle.
There's like one that's I dare not speak its
And
name.
what if a Transformer is like originally colored gray and black? If he dies, will he like brighten up?
I bet that makes it real awkward. Like you walk in like, is he sleeping? Oh no.
Like Megatron, if he dies, does he become like super bright yellow?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, besides Megatron, can you think of any characters that are just gray and black?
I just like to think of like
movie characters.
Yeah. I just like to think of like he just walks around like there are guys walking around right now. I work with a guy that I swear to God he's gonna die any second. He looks like a fucking walking corpse, and that's probably what gray and black Transformers are. It's like, did he die? Oh no! Like I took in this stray cat that I ended up naming Isaac Newton, and like the first day I had him, right? He still does this. He fucking loves me. The first day I had Newton. It was like, man, he had so many fleas, and I wasn't sure he was going to make it. He seemed to be doing pretty good, right? So I wake up, and there Newton is sleeping on my chest. And I look at him, and I shift a little bit, and he just rolls over. And it's like, oh, no. Oh, no. And I pick him up, and he's completely limp in my hands. It's like, oh, no. Like,
oh, no, he's turning gray.
Oh no, this cat died. And then he twisted his head up to me, looked at me and meowed like, you son of a bitch, you did that on purpose. I thought you were dead. I'm looking at him right now. I see him right there, that little motherfucker. Newton, kitty, kitty, kitty.
That's right. I do remember you saying that.
Yeah. Newton, kitty, kitty, kitty. Now Newton's a big fluffs. Come here. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here. Say hello to everybody, Newton. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Did you tell him how you tried to convince me you were dead?
Said his name's Isaac Newton.
Yeah, because this fucker experiments with gravity on a constant basis. Nothing is where it's supposed to be in the house, and if something's on a shelf, he's going to fuck with it. Aren't you, buddy? Can I have a little headbutt?
The follow-up to that story is, at one time when Scott had the cat, the very first day he asked us, do you guys got any names? And we all suggested stuff. Mm-hmm. And then the next day, or the next time we did GMC, Scott comes back and goes, I already decided on a name. I don't need your fucking suggestions. He was over it because Newton had knocked something over. He had just
everything. It wasn't something. It was everything. If it was on a shelf, fuck you. Newton was taking it down. He found it as a personal offense that something wasn't on the floor. Fucking hated it. Now, this little girl. Oh, no, you run away. Oh, no, I got you. This little girl, this is Greta.
Humans are yelling at me, even in spite of the fact that I decided to spread out all the debris evenly.
This is, right here, this is Greta Garbo. Say hi, Greta. That's good, Kitty. Didn't realize you burped like that. Oh, she's the mother of all the other cats except for Newton. Aren't you, buddy? Aren't you, buddy?
How old is she?
Oh, God, she's like 14, 15 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, she's old, but she's been an indoor cat for most of her life. There was a little period where I was homeless where she had to be an outdoor cat. But no, she's a good kitty. Now she stays indoors. But she loves to try to sneak through doors that you don't want her to sneak through. Bitch. Anyway.
Like the door to another dimension.
Oh my God. If there was, we'd fucking lost her. Because she fucking, like, you go to the bathroom and her nose is right in the door. It's like, oh, man. Let's see here. Going over to the chat. Let's see here. Dwayne Marsh says, I'm on Blue Sky, but barely. Holson85 says, I got a Facebook strike for nudity. It was a pic I got from American Dad, but I appealed it and got it fixed. Dwayne Marsh said, I say a lot of things on Facebook as well. I've read the respect to the folks around me that know me, and they like, that's what got you kicked off? Technical Jim. Hey, Technical Jim, I sent you a message. Technical Jim says they just keep beating a dead Optimus, don't they? Dwayne Marsh said, dead Optimus is dead, sure enough. Olsen85 says, Black Lantern Optimus. Beluga says, I pissed down the snouts of Alfs. Dwayne Marsh, Zuck's talking about programming the app with AI now. Crossbones Koopa said, I made Stone Age tech work. My laptop is going to be 14. And that Optimus is for adults. Why isn't it called Optimus is dead, bitches? Deal with it. Beluga says, in Newton, oh, he's a lovely big fluffins. And another. Crossbones Koopa says, cats live longer than dogs. All depends. Smaller dogs can live 20, 25 years. Cats usually about 16, 15 years. But these guys are indoor cats, so, I imagine they're going to live a bit longer. Ultra Megatronus Belucius, I got sandy cheeks, and Crossbones Koopa says, send a kitty photo after the show. I promise I will look at that. Going on to here, what the fuck? A Siege Prowl reissue?
Yeah, that was nice to hear. Is his yellow highlights new?
I think so.
No, it's the same highlight.
Okay.
I'm a little bit baffled by this. Okay, I'm not baffled with the Trailbreaker because I actually kind of like that figure. He's all right. But like that's everyone's least favorite Siege mold is the Prowl mold.
It was a surprise.
Nobody liked it. Really?
Are you kidding? I love it. I think
Like-
this is an
like-
excellent version of Prowl just because it's not anything you ever see. I mean, come on, Prowl's a cop car, and you expect on Cybertron him to be some sort of security officer or something with law enforcement related, right? And then the mode that they use for it is actually what I expected. It's something alien, and it's got the alien writing. Now, I'm sure it says MAGA or something, but it's still super cool. I mean, the wheels are transparent, for God's sake.
I think my issue with it was like that the weird thinness of the legs. Like there's this weird pencil thin, like
the thighs.
Weird.
Yeah, the thighs just feel really strange.
Weird thinness was my gay porn name.
But it
thin thighs.
Oh, I'm adding that to the wiki.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
another one on the wiki. Scott, you're up to 18 now.
Right on.
But it's always the thing was just like none of these things that detract from the figure ever stick with you. The legs can be thin. It's fine. It's just an engineering choice. But at the end of the day, I still enjoy the figure, and so will you. These aren't things that make or break the fig unless it literally breaks the fig. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to see Siege Prowl get released again, it's like that is cool. I think this is a really neat looking, like almost torpedo like smooth car from Cybertron. And I am a big fan of the Cybertron designs. They are so underutilized in the media, and we barely see them outside of like the movies or TV show ever get encapsulated as toys. And I fucking love this design. The clear wheels are gonna fucking suck. They're gonna crack and break right away. You know that. But it's still a really awesome design. It's like a fucking long Cadillac. This is like GoBot's Tux.
Oh, we need that.
I want to talk so bad.
Putting on the Ritz.
God damn, I'd kill for a
Nice job
tux.
reissuing the Siege Prowl and not the Earthrise one that everyone needs.
Oh, did you just chime into bitch?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did.
Did Kyle do
I
anything else?
understand why Trailbreaker's here. He's finally shown up after 6 issues of just being dragged around like, we're gonna turn you on this time, Trailbreaker. I swear, this time we're gonna get it. Fuck, from the Decepticons. He's finally back.
I also have my boy Jeff over and talk to you.
Huh?
You heard me.
It's a good thing I didn't.
That's right. He's scared of Jeff.
I still didn't hear anything.
She's eating surrender monkey.
My God, it sounds like you're fucking electrocuting a criminal, man.
Is it that bad? I can stop.
No. Please go right ahead. Big Louie fucking deserves what he got.
Anyway, wish it would have been Earthrise now. I think I get why they did it. Maybe so they have the right head now. So they could take that. I bet you they're going to take the head from this mold and put it on an Earthrise Prowl and make it better, but they want to be like, oh, well, that'll destroy the mold. Let's do one last run of it.
I also assume
I hope that happens.
I also assume it's some sort of copyright thing. I don't see a little, like, restricted or trademark on the name Prowl, but I assume they needed to update their copyright at some point for Prowl, so they shoved one out the door.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this was just surprising. These are two, because I mean we got, like I said, I know the Siege Prowl is good, but I'm surprised that like all the way back to Siege, you know, that's quite a ways
I mean,
back.
I'm not fucking mad at all. I mean, you don't even have to buy it. That's the thing.
No.
It's already had its time in the sun. This is for those who've missed it or just missed the character.
And then you know, with Trailbreaker, we kind of got Trailbreaker in that box set, you know. So, and a lot of people got that box set just for the fucking Hound, you know.
Yeah.
Which was a fucking bitch ass move, quite honestly.
Yeah, no lie there, but man, that's a good looking Trailbreaker still. God, I just keep thinking of the Skybound comics where fucking Trailbreaker's noggin got ripped open by Tarn and his brain module.
You mean the IDW
or IDW? Yeah. And his fucking brain was in that person's eye socket.
That was Skids. That was in Nautica's eye socket. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I forgive you. It's been several years. Oh my!
I just remember there was that thing. Trailbreaker's got his force fields up, and Tarn was like, "I'm gonna fucking break these force fields and get in there." And he's like, "No," and they're like, "Yeah."
Squished from the inside. Oh my heavens! Oh my heavens! Going over to the chat. Let's see, where did we leave off at? Ultra Megatron says, "And I pissed in someone's Cheerios." Well, you know, some people are into that. I mean,
that was unprompted. We didn't even ask that.
Yeah, thank you. Who doesn't like a little pissed Cheerios?
Golden Cheerios.
Golden Cheerios.
Putting it out there.
Yeah. Let's see here. Beluga says, "Oh heck, I wish I could help. Honestly, it happened to me once in Chicago, but I can't tell anyone." Jesus. And Dwayne Marsh says, "That Prowl is part of my Auto Troopers. I have a few of him." Ultra Megatronus. But on a serious note, I'm gonna have to call tonight. I've got a long day tomorrow, and that I've got to deal with, and I'm hoping it'll go easy. Have a good night, guys. Great stream tonight. Thank you, Ultra Megatronus. I do hope everything goes great for you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Crossbones Koopa says, Jazz wants America to be great. Did Prowl ever put his knee on the back of a Decepticon's neck? Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's hard. I'm impressed, Crossbones. It's not often that somebody fucking gets me from the chat. Dwayne March, also, I dozed off just before the fines last week. There is a guy who bought Thomas's print purchaser stolen quints from that guy overseas. He's reviewed them on YouTube. And as he was reviewing them, I was like, those look familiar. Let's see here.
Scratching your chin going, hey, wait a fucking minute. Hold the fucking take while I talk on this.
Yeah, just go by Thomas's.
I'm going to start looking right now.
Yeah. Walmart Collector Con 2025. And I love whenever I put this up. Tef actually said, wait, Walmart has a Collector Con? Yes.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever hear about this.
It's just like an online thing. How many years
Yeah, but
has
how
Walmart...
does it work? Like, they have, like, rooms where we go in and watch, like, presentation? Or they do, like, selling stuff online?
Yeah, it's selling stuff online.
They're just saying Collector's Con to get you as a nerd hyped up, because Target has done the same exact thing. They call it like Bullseye Con or something weird like that, and they've been doing that for years as well.
Like Amazon Prime, but Walmart?
Yeah,
I think they've been doing it as long as the pandemic's going on, haven't they?
I think like the one Collector Con did they have like a live stream for the one? I seem to remember like John Cena being on the fucking live stream for it or something like that. But
I get these streams so confused.
Yeah,
I can't tell them apart.
But
I think that was I think that was like the first Hasbro, the one that they do now.
I do know that Netflix Bumblebee and the Netflix Elita 1, those were all part of like a previous Walmart Collector Con, or am I misremembering?
They had to have been, because they're Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
So they would have shown off through that, and then you would have never got them.
Yeah, I barely got them as is. But here's the thing, though. There's some new possible retro figures in this. We do have the Retro B, who doesn't have the retro head. Make sense of that, bitches. We do have the Retro Gears that has the retro head, but there's supposedly a deluxe Sea Spray and Brawn in this one.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy the retro packaging, though.
Yeah, it's too late.
I do enjoy when they do that. Well, I mean, they were for a while just putting out the classic figures again. You know, they were just like, it's the same shit, here it is. And then I think one year they varied it up with Headmasters, if I remember correctly. And that wasn't even like a con thing. They were just like, hey, for our yearly release of Transformers goodness, here's a bunch of Headmaster toys.
That's right. It was like it was the Titans Returns Headmasters, but it was like with more toy accurate heads or something like that.
Something like that. And it was
honestly, it was the Japanese anime heads.
Thank you.
And that was quite good. So they, whoever's making the decisions, whoever has the power, actually does some very good work. So
yeah,
I don't mind when Walmart does this. The yearly release is like, okay, it's a surprise. It'll be either good or just okay.
Yeah,
and it's not anything like where you can get mad at, because it's like, you know what, this is actually kind of quality. And it's weird to say that because it's Walmart. But apparently someone at Walmart's a huge nerd.
God bless him. I think
I've been a reason you can be mad at it, Xavier. When your Walmart doesn't stock their fucking exclusives on the shelves. So you go and say, oh, you don't have it. I guess. I don't know, man. You're not selling it then? Where am I supposed to get it?
I can't understand the words you're saying, buddy.
So that Walmart Collector Con, is it also available for Canadians? Because I know like Walmart.com is for US, and I cannot order from it. I have to order it for Walmart.ca, which is totally different stock.
Jesus Christ! Whenever that stuff comes, do you?
I'm interested by those like Gen Retro inspired ones. Also, why are they called dicks?
Well, you might get lucky, because I know a lot of the stuff we put exclusive labels on just ends up at the Canadian Toys R Us anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry
Problem
about it.
is, all Toys R Us are closing right now, so it's hard to find an open Toys R Us at all.
Our world, and welcome to it. It's like the fucking Toys R Us in Johnstown closed. I did like before and after shots from the Toys R Us here in Johnstown. It was like Toys R Us died and the rest of the town just fucking went with it. It was sad. Hasbro unveiled a new strategy called Playing to Win, as if in the past they were just kind of like fucking around with this a bit to see what happens. Maybe we're just trying to lose money. Sure seemed like it for a while. But their fourth quarter, the new strategic plan is called Playing to Win. So Playing to Win's key strategic pillars include profitable franchises, asserting the fundamentals of profitable play-focused brands, aging up, increasing the playing collectible appeal for fans aged 13 and above across Hasbro's brands. Everyone plays, expanding reach and opportunity areas, including girls and emerging markets. Digital and direct, building video games, services, and e-commerce capabilities. Partner scaled, driving profitable reach through outstanding retail and licensing partnerships. I can tell you this, most of the companies that I see that do shit like this with like a grand fucking plan, and I look at a lot of fucking companies, they do this grand fucking plan, and it's like, oh, we're going to do this. They're failing. They're floundering. I'm not saying that's what Hasbro is doing right now, but it's walking like a duck and talking like a duck, and I don't want it to be. Like, I'm sitting here lying to myself, oh, no, this is fine. It's toy. You don't invest in the toy world very much, Scott. You do, like, tech. NVIDIA had their earnings call today. Did quite well. You do tech. You do, like, electric vehicles like XPEV, Lee, and Neo. You do NVIDIA and Kingsoft Cloud and Planet Lab and Palo Alto Networks. This is the stuff like I'm investing in at my job. You don't invest in Hasbro, and you don't invest in Mattel. The closest thing you're investing in anything like that, got a few accounts with Roblox in it for my boss, right? So maybe this is just different, and it doesn't seem like it. But anyway, talk amongst yourselves. Do you think Hasbro should play to win?
Sounds like, those mobile games, pay to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are going to pivot the second they lose $1 billion.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't even already lost $1 billion with the cheaper quality of each Transformer lines and the smaller size and the higher price.
It's just not a good strategy. They don't have a good strategy for this pay to win because, like Scott said, none of this shit works. Name me one instance where it worked. You can't.
It's like I said, I don't know the toy industry that well. Like this is stuff like you'd have to talk to Scott Nylick about, or if you want completely wrong information, you talk to Retro Blasting. I just made an enemy. But, I mean, it's... no, this... If I'd see this in any other company, I'd be selling all the shares. That's... Like, if Neo started doing this, and Neo has not done well, I'm not a fan of the way Neo's done their business lately. But I do like some of their... Like, Neo has this cool little thing. What's the big problem with electric vehicles?
The battery?
They don't tolerate the cold very well.
No.
Tef
hit it.
They don't have a big enough coaster.
Tef hit it in one. The battery. Right?
Oh,
That's the fucking problem with electric vehicles. The battery can go bad. The battery is the most expensive part. The battery, if you want to charge your car, like you're going to sit down and it's going to take 45 minutes. Right,
it also accounts for more than half the weight of the vehicle.
Right. So here's what Neo did. Their charging stations do not charge the battery. A little robot comes out underneath, and the robot's very simple. It's like a little sled that has 4 screwdrivers on it. This thing, you put your car on tracks like an automatic car wash. And it takes your car, puts it in exactly the right position. It goes up, takes your low battery out, puts it to charge onto a cycle, and in 3 minutes, a new battery has come in, fully charged, drilled back into your car, and you're fucking ready to go. They call it BAAS, battery as a subscription. So instead of paying for charges, what you're doing is you're paying to have like the battery swap. It's a battery swap, right? Fucking brilliant idea. No one.
And then somebody will install like a really cheap fucking battery that doesn't last long. We'll change it for a good one. Go redo it again.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I did do this. I did check it. First off, Neo's batteries are proprietary, which means only their batteries are going to fit in their cars, right? So it's a thing where the batteries are proprietary, and if the battery goes bad, that's on Neo's ass. You deserve to have a battery that works in your car. And whenever you go to a swap station, their technology will go, oh, this is bad. This is a bad battery. We're going to take this out of circulation, and they give you a fresh new battery, and it just goes up into your car.
Does that also mean that if one of the batteries fractures and it turns into a small star, that means that they're culpable?
That's the thing, man. That's the thing that's scary about this. But a lot of times, like fire departments are starting to have like stuff that it works with those lithium batteries, and it's actually a very simple process. They have these new fire blankets, and they're not very expensive, especially in terms of firefighting equipment. These blankets are maybe like $8,000, right? They just they're huge blankets. If there's an EV fire, they just, one person takes one edge of the blanket, the other person takes the other edge of the blanket. They're far enough away that they're not getting burned by that fire. And plus, most of your heat goes up anyway. They drag it up and over the car and suffocate it. And then they leave it sit. They leave it sit for, I think, like 8 hours, 9 hours, just to make sure it's out. So there are plans in place for EV car fires. A lot of the problems have been solved, and just people who don't want these EVs on the road, they make up more problems to have them. Look, I can't tell you the number of times I've seen a regular car on fire. It's
wow.
Cars on fire happen.
The autism is indeed strong this episode.
Yeah, maybe I've caused one of them on purpose. That's not for this episode to talk about. Chris Cox is a dick. Let's move on, shall we? Let's see here. Giga Twin says, hey, Scott, do me a favor and give your cats a huge hug. Just had to. I just had to put down my cat Roger last week, and it's been rough. Oh, man, Giga Twin, I'm sorry. And I guess that's your brother, so that was your cat too, huh, Thomas? I'm so sorry.
I mean, I knew it. I knew him. I came over to his place. And,
I'll give all 5 of my cats a huge hug. There's 2 of them that are not going to like that, and I am going to lose a small amount of blood, and I'm going to be sure to give my Chihuahua a hug because he's just a cat in a dog suit, really. Giga Twin, I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry. Hey, Thomas, look for 3D printed quality contestants. The reviewer is Transformers from Eternia.
I'm looking at it right now. I was about to put a comment.
Yeah. These are mine, bitch. You owe me.
I actually was going to say.
Hey, Transformers from Eternia, you owe me money. Send me $7.
I was actually just going to say, I am the creator of 2 of these designs. I have no idea why someone is selling them on AliExpress. They aren't supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. They're sold on cults.
Yep. Technical Jim says, I wouldn't mind a retro toy collared Earth Mode Hound in the future because I like the Siege Hound's collars. Belusha says, Technical Jim, totally agree. Dwayne Marsh says, our Toys R Us is totally gone. Other companies are in the ground. Technical Jim says, does this playing to win in strategy involve firing Chris Cox? Damn well should. Belusha's Toys R Us is back here, but it's just a little piss booth in a different store. Dwayne Marsh says, charging and recharging is a problem. There's a few companies that are dueling solar skin. Yes, I believe the car that has the solar skin is called Aptera. And the Aptera, it's this weird. The concept car is weird, but concept cars are always weird. It's kind of like this weird teardrop. It's like you're driving a fucking Nike swoosh. But the Aptera, I have seen the Aptera car, and from what I understand, if you live in, even a relatively bright climate, you should be able to drive 30 miles a day and never have to charge it. So yeah. Holson85 says a lot of evergreen toy lines Hasbro have not been so evergreen lately. Even in Fortnite merch is losing steam. Even if Hasbro does everything right, much of the market is just not there anymore. Crossbones, I laugh at your EVs from my mountain of gas engine power. That's you coughing, Crossbones. Dwayne Marsh says, Aptera is one. There's also one called Zero. I will check that Zero out. My God, man. Does anybody have a looky what I found that they want to show off? Besides Thomas's stolen designs.
I have something that's Godzilla related for you, Scott.
Okay, let's do Xavier's first. We'll get to Tef. I have one, and I don't know if Kyle has one. Thomas, do you have one?
I've got some stuff, yeah.
Fucking full house. Xavier, go.
So, Scott, what's the biggest Godzilla you've ever seen?
Like toy or actual creature?
Let's say toy wise.
There used to be back in the day. It was like a Bandai Godzilla that was like 5 foot tall. So like 5 foot tall, I guess, is the biggest one I've seen.
Okay. How about going the opposite way? Have you ever seen a Godzilla carved from a single grain of rice by a master jeweler?
I have, as a matter of fact. So I guess fuck me. Okay, is it in Facebook, dude?
It is in Facebook.
Okay, I will share the screen here. Screen 1, allow. Going over to Facebook, where my other friend group is over there. Jesus Christ, everybody's bitching about. Let's see. Reddit, that's insane. Master jeweler carves a single grain of rice into Godzilla. Let's skip to the Godzilla-ness. Oh, that's an angry little race dinosaur. Jesus Christ.
Now, does he boil it or fry it later on?
It cooks itself.
That would
just
be insane.
One burst.
Insane if he carved like the entire Godzilla canon of monsters into a single like edible meal.
You need 3 for King Ghidorah. Oh my fucking! That's really cool. Tef, do you have anything, sir?
I just sent it on chat.
Okay, going back to the chat. Let's see.
Some Asian guy builds like drone robots, and they're pretty friggin' awesome. And some of them transforms, and the videos in the chat.
Let's see.
Really freaking cool.
Close this. Let's see here. Christ. Let's see here. Had to mute that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a combiner with the drone here, I think. Oh, it's just so amazing, the stuff that he does. And he transforms.
Oh my God, that's fucking insane. Holy shit, man. Thomas, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, I found 2 customs here.
You like to share your screen, so I'll just be over here.
Yes.
Kyle disappeared. Fuck. Hope he's okay.
I found this. Somebody took the highbrow mold and turned it into an Armada Cyclonus. Yeah.
Okay. Not what I would have done, but interesting.
I like the color.
Yeah. And then somebody also did a noise maze out of a scourge.
Scourge.
Yeah, I like the scourge.
That's different.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Kyle,
that's what I found. I actually do like this. I like the airbrushing at the feet.
Kyle, I hope you come back. I miss you, boy. That's really nice.
Yeah. Also, it for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the Armada Cyclonus head translates to a Headmaster block pretty well.
It does. It's got that look to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I was a couple of years ago. We talked about this a little bit. I got to share this. A couple of years ago, like the Diaclone reissues were coming out, and they made like the Diaclone Convoy, and I went, I gotta have this. And then I looked at the price and went, I can't afford this. This is a lot of money. It was something like $900. It was ridiculous. So I just kind of let that dream die.
That's insane.
Yeah. But the other day...
That's insane.
The other day, I was on AliExpress, and, as I was going, holy shit. Hey, baby. Anyway.
Some loungewear.
God damn, man. Anyway, I got on there, and, like, I saw this guy. And I went, what? And it's they knocked off the Diaclone Optimus, and I can get it for like $140. And it was like, I've seen some reviews, and people have been saying, yeah, it's good quality. There's a few issues with it, but nothing that makes it like a bad figure. And I just went, oh, holy shit. And I saw the guy that made the Mr. Jetfire, the guy who was selling like the KO Metro Titan a while back, I saw he had it on his store, but somebody else had it cheaper, and the store had good reviews. So I have no loyalty to anyone. I will fucking sell you out for 87 cents, man. It's so I'm loyal to whoever gets me my toys cheapest. And I just looked at this and went, oh man, I fucking need this.
Now we need to know if they're going to be knocking off the rest of the Diaclones line.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna shoot off a message. Once I get this in hand and I'm able to kind of suss out who was actually the guy to knock this off. I'll find a message. I'll shoot a message off to him and go, hey, I'm kind of interested in the other ones. Could we do the other ones?
Man,
too?
that looks so good.
Does anybody else feel like this trailer, when it's fully open, like it feels like an actual staging area for something?
Yeah.
Like it actually feels like somewhere someone would conceivably work.
Right.
Like you can build Frankenstein in there.
Yeah. I mean, this is for me, once I get this is my Cybertronian Optimus.
Yeah.
This is, I'm tired of Megatron shit, and it's time to end this once and for all, Optimus.
You've heard of War Within Optimus. This is War Without Optimus.
This is Doomsday Prepper Optimus.
Mm-hmm. If Optimus Prime were Doom Guy.
I got 150 bags of Cheetos that are going to go bad in 3 days. Eat up, boys. God damn.
Oh, don't forget to add water.
I'm really excited to get this. Like, I've got two packages coming from China right now. And this is badass. Like, and honestly, like, whenever that thing opens up, it kind of reminds me of that unreleased Micromaster carrier.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It's got some similar characteristics.
Yeah. So, I mean, get over there. Look for I just typed in, like, whenever I've had to find again, I just, like, type in Diaclone Optimus. And, yeah, it usually comes up. Holson says, we can call him Extra Armored Convoy. Dwayne Morris says, it's the ultimate Optimus. Yeah. Yeah, this is exciting. This is exciting. I can't wait for this. I've seen a couple reviews. The reviews make it look really good. Hold on here. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that thing looks crazy cool.
That's insane, isn't
What
it?
did it transform into?
What? Okay.
A jack for your car, because I'm pretty sure it can hold it.
Anyway, hey everybody, I'm back. Giving the update here. I guess I should give the update here. Speaking of that unreleased MicroMaster Convoy, here's where we're at with that. I've got 2 of the tracks on, and I just need to put these other 2 tracks together, and I got a whole bunch of these gray platforms printed out. They kind of sit on it like that. Fuck
Those are
me,
trays. Those are trays for MicroMasters to sit.
Little trays for MicroMasters. This is going to be fucking awesome once it's done. I cannot fucking wait. Moving on to reinforcements from Cybertron. I got jack shit this week. Xavier?
How's Jack?
You got jack shit too?
Oh, no, I got a He-Man thing. Does that count?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, if nobody
Great.
got anything. What'd you get?
I heard Thomas say that.
That was just yawning.
Sure.
What'd you get, Xavier?
Oh, Necroconda.
Oh, okay, there we go. How about you, Tef? Any reinforcements this week?
I was supposed to receive something today, but I just checked my my tracking, and it says they're going to be passing tomorrow. They couldn't pass today.
God damn. By the way, I found the best fucking universal tracker I've ever seen in my life. Postal.ninja.
Postal.ninja?
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah. So check this out. Once again, I'm going to share my screen. So here's screen 1, allow, and I'll go over here. So Postal
Ninja.
Yeah, Postal.ninja. So
Let
there
me
we go.
try it with my tracking number.
So it's a thing. It uses cookies to save your the tracking numbers that you're searching, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like here, I just go on all my packages, and then you can even name them on here. So China Mecha Spirits Diaclone Convoy, right? And then like the tracking is great, and it's I don't even have to sign in. Like this is stored in cookies on my computer. And right here we can go, let's see here. If I click on this one, the China Mecha Spirits, there it is. That shows all the tracking. Every once in a while, this one scared me. Item returned from customs, ? And oh no, I'm not getting it. No, it's okay. It's okay. The airlines have it now. And then you go back here. This is my Diaclone Convoy that I ordered. Boom, right there. So it's awaiting seller dispatch. So, yeah, real happy with Postal.ninja.
I just tried one of mine, and it says Madagascar through Uni Express. Like, it doesn't come from Madagascar at all.
It may not come from Madagascar, but that may be where it's at now.
Well, considering that it says that it was supposed to deliver today, but got pushed back. So
I ordered a pink Dinobot Slash from China, and somehow it got delivered to Honolulu, Hawaii. Got my money back for that one. But
yeah, it happened to me. They give you like fake shipping tracking numbers, and then they tell you, well, it arrived and got delivered. So yeah,
oh no,
it happened to me.
AliExpress got my money back for me. They were good about it.
Yeah, me too. But it was like some shady seller.
Yeah.
Was selling me something like really cheap. I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm gonna try it. I got a tracking number. It's moving, cool. And it said delivered Vancouver. Like, what?
I've had things that were supposed to, they were being shipped from the United States, and like it shouldn't take that long to get here. We only have one border. Like you could drive a truck between here and there. And I had it sent through DHL, and for some reason it flew to Germany before getting to my house.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Yeah, it happened to me once too.
I remember back in the days whenever KO Toys was a company. I don't know if anybody else. Well, I think 3 of us probably remember KO Toys. But,
yeah.
But I remember I would track packages. Back then, the tracking app was called Boxo. And I would fucking track packages. Why the fuck is it going from China to South America, over to Germany, and back to Pittsburgh? And then it would get in Pittsburgh, and it's gone. Just,
so like
it's so close.
So it's like, all right, it's in Pennsylvania, it's on its way. Oh, it's almost. It looks like it's about to go to Ottawa. Nope, it's in Frankfurt now.
Yeah. Thomas, did you get anything this week?
I got overcharged today.
Nice.
And I didn't mention it in the last episode, but I got Super Jinrai, and it's amazing.
Right on.
It's not worth what it costs. It's not. But it is the best MP Optimus, at least.
I beg to
MP10?
differ.
It's better than, I would say it's cooler than MP10. Yeah.
I beg to differ. The one I'm getting in a couple weeks, will fucking take your goddamn Optimus and just destroy.
Which one is that? What's it called?
The Diaclone Convoy one. The one that
yes, of course.
one that carries a city in its trailer.
Yes.
Like if your trailer is big enough that it has its own homeless section, and that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Optimus Troplex.
Yeah.
Got little consoles with screens and like gantries for freaking welding and it just looks like somebody's work site.
Oh, Kyle's over here. He said phone's giving up. I've got a Siege Thundercracker in transit to go with Siege Skywarp. Blung, that's me. Were you able to get that kit printed? I was able to get 1/6 of the kit printed. I am. That's a lot of parts in that. That's going to take me a little while, but trust me, it is being printed. Everything's going to be in white. It's kind of separated up by color. Dude, you're going to have to paint it because I cannot afford all that colored filament. Dwayne March says, my packages have gone on some interesting trips. One might go past me, then come back at me. I'll never know. I did that once. I ordered a bunch of boomerangs. It's a little joke.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
That's a little joke for myself. No one else has to laugh at it. I thought it was funny.
No, you tell me more right now. Tell me why you ordered so many boomerangs.
Well, it's big fan of Australia. Crossbones Koopa. Scott, you ever think about 3D printing your own Voltron? I have 3D printed my own Voltron. I 3D printed Dairuga. So there was a beautiful Dairuga, which is the vehicle Voltron in the United States. Holson 85. Dwayne Marsh says it's the ultimate Optimus. Holson 85 says we can call him Extra Armored Convoy. Belushi says, I got Hatchet. It's one of those weird ones where it could have been good, but you're glad to have it anyway. All I needed was a little love. And Dwayne says, Hatchet is a big doggy and a little SUV. I got Double Punch, but he's just a recaller. Kyle says, cool. And then Kyle says, boo. Dude, it's paint. I just use white filament for everything. It works best. Dwayne March says, I laughed. Well, thank you, Dwayne. Give me a hug. Oh, guys, what are your plans for this week?
Try not to spend all of my money.
It's so hard. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have 2 extra hours on my paycheck this week, so I'm going to take... What's that? Oh, I thought he said something. I thought he said Netflix. I was like, what?
Netflix.
No.
Netflix.
Yeah, just Netflix. I have 2 extra hours on my paycheck, so I'm going to take my wife out for something special. What we're probably going to do is we're probably going to get Chinese food and then go to a cemetery. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, cool.
Look, neither of us are very social people, and I've got to tell you, this may sound stupid, but cemeteries are great places to go and have picnics. Honest to God.
Leave you alone.
Nobody.
Picnics, okay, that's one thing. Okay, I was thinking something else, but yeah.
No. We don't fuck in the cemetery. That's like, my back hurts. Oh, really? Scott, can you tell me how old you are? I'm 51. Well, here on your ass, there's a big bruise that says your name is Samuel Goldstein and you died in 1947. I'll be damned. Does it now?
I don't judge.
Yeah. No. We just have picnics in the cemetery, and it's not every once in a while we'll see somebody walking. And we've got like a huge cemetery here in Johnstown because a big flood happened and a lot of people died. And it's yeah. Look it up on a satellite. Grandview Cemetery in Johnstown.
I heard.
It's big. It's fucking big. So we're probably gonna go.
Or better yet, read the what was it? Unreleased script of what's it? Johnstown Flood Museum.
Couldn't hear shit. Exactly.
Kyle Lewis said, "I was booing the boomerang joke, you goofy fuck." I wonder if that's actually Kyle typing or an impersonator. Dwayne March says, most people are afraid to go into cemeteries. I go through them just to read the names. There's something beautiful. There's a Jewish part of the cemetery that we go to. And we got there, and these tombstones have all these smaller, like pieces of gravel and pebbles lying on top of them. And we found out it's a Jewish tradition to leave a rock on top of a tombstone to let the person know you were there. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really sweet. And just, it's nice to see those. And like, whenever I go to visit my mom's grave, I kind of, I'm going to keep that going. I'm going to leave a little rock on the top of it to let mom and dad know I was there. Beluga says, I go to cemeteries most days. I was thinking of taking a sandwich and some wine. Absolutely. Once again, Beluga's, it's a wonderful time. And like Ariana and I looked it up because Ariana's, into psychology, and she's, getting her bachelor's in psychology in a month or two. And she went, well, what the fuck's wrong with this? We like to go to cemeteries and eat food. And we actually found in Victorian times, like in the late 1800s and late 1700s, like for a span of 100 years, cemetery picnics were a big thing.
Well, people back then were also very interested in seances and also other things like channeling.
Yeah,
and,
that is true.
Spirit mediums, things like that. That was all very popular in the Victorian period.
Dwayne Marsh says, Ashtabula,
Scott,
Ohio.
I want you to know it is
go ahead.
taking every ounce of my willpower not to call you a nerd.
Go ahead. That's okay. I am. I absolutely am. Look, we're on a fucking Transformers podcast. Every week.
Anything goes.
Every week we fill in at least an hour and a half of toy talk. And yeah, we're fucking nerds. Dwayne Marsh says, Ashtabula, Ohio had a bad train crash. A lot of people died. In case you missed it, that EV is the Lightyear Zero. I will look into that. Beluga said, Phantasmagoria. Great magazine. Gentlemen, I think I'm going to get off here. There is a new Meat Canyon that me and my wife want to watch where they're talking, well, Papa Meat, his one channel. And I want to curl up next to my wife and sit my head on her lap and fall asleep while some fat guy tells me about bad landlords.
I want to see more Neuroviz.
Oh, man. Neuroviz is great. I like the last one they did where it was like the little Gluron showing off like the apartment. It was a 1-bedroom, 19-bathroom apartment. It was...
Yeah, 19 bathrooms, but no toilets, and also 2 infection rooms.
2 infection rooms. And I like the little callback to Cop Files. Whenever they went to the one room and it was 2 couches facing each other, and this room is just no. I'm sorry, Xavier. What was that?
Oh.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Fantastic points. Fantastic points all around.
Good talk.
Yeah. Once again, I want to just shout out Ultra Megatronus, wonderful channel. Ugly Wretch, which is Belucius is part of the Ugly Wretch channel, fantastic. Ninja Bill has an amazing channel. Our own Tef, he's out there slaving over a hot video camera, filming reviews in English and French. just some amazing, amazing guys out here. Crossbones Koopa doing some great reviews out there as well. And like I said, I cannot suggest this strongly enough. She's a friend of Ultra Megatronus, Danny Dolphin, who, is a wonderful person from everything that I can see. I've not interacted with her at all, but she seems perfectly wonderful. Doing a show on aging and collecting. And like I said, it's not only that I want to see it, I feel like I need to see that video. Because quite honestly, I've been collecting Transformers since I was 10. Do the math.
Oh, yes.
Do the math.
10
10 years old, and I bought Windcharger whenever he was on the shelf. That was my first Transformer. And my mom probably wouldn't have gotten it for me if she would have known what I became. But, here's Scott. Here's a copy of the DSM-5. By the way, don't think that doesn't go unnoticed that my wife, who's studying to be a psychologist, married a man whose initials are DSM.
Oh, my.
Douglas
That's
Scott.
deep.
Yeah, Douglas Scott Mort.
The Great Conjunction.
Yeah. And also, I'm very mentally ill. So I want to go over to the chat. Thank Dwayne Marsh, who just said my first was Diaclone Black Ironhide. Thanks going out to Belucius. Kyle Lewis, I know you're there, and I love you even though you're angry. Crossbones Koopa, Holson85, Technical Jim, Gigatwin. Once again, Gigatwin, my heart goes out to you. Giving all the love in the world out to your kitty cat, wherever it may be now. Going to give some love to mine. Ultra Megatronus, big thank you for joining the show. Heck of a nice guy. And all these people that listen in the after, but while we're not streaming, and all the people who are quiet, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, each other. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Say guten Nacht.
Good night.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to just... My wife's lap is calling me. Big, black, and massive. This is the way I like them.